Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about DeliverThat almost scammed and canceled me. Here's what happened. DeliverThat has been a solid source of income for a lot of people, and sometimes things happen on delivery. Some things happen that are less than ideal, obviously, and in this case, things went way too far and resulted in some illegal behavior on their part. So in this video, we are talking about how DeliverThat almost scammed me, how this led to me getting wrongfully and illegally deactivated, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain is never intended to be legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that I am speaking from my own personal experience, and the things that I experience may not reflect yours. So with that said, let's get started. The order itself. This order is way beyond what I would normally deal with, to be honest. It was a low ball Cold Stone order during an off-peak time from a location that was outside my normal range. But it was nearby a location I was dropping off to, so I figure, you know what, I'll save on Deadhead and it'll work out. That said, I got there a little earlier than I expected to. I sat in my car for a bit, handling emails and phone calls. At some point, I needed to use the bathroom, but it wasn't time for the pickup yet, but I really couldn't hold it in. I got to the location, I brought my box of bags, and I explained, hey, I know I'm a little early for the catering pickup, but I really need to use the bathroom. She said, sure, just please don't put your box on the table. They get upset about that. I'm like, all right, cool. I put them on the ground in the corner, so that way it's not in anybody's way. I went to the bathroom and did my business. I came out to get my bags from the corner, and she looked at me like I'm an asshole, like...
You came here and you didn't even tell me why you're here.
Okay, I thought I did say I was here for the catering pickup at 1:20, and I said I was sorry if I was there a little early. I showed her the order on my phone because I really couldn't pronounce the name that it was on, to be honest with you. So I showed her my phone, and she made a comment to me how she hates drivers who show them their phone. Like, I get that there are some drivers that shove phones in faces, but your counter was high, and I really couldn't pronounce it, so I was trying to be respectful to all parties involved. That said, it's a common sign that the employee discriminates against gig workers in some capacity. She also told me that she didn't have a catering order. She had a cake order. To me, an order is an order. It didn't make that much of a difference, but it felt like she wanted to pick a fight with me for some reason. Okay, I have a cake order then. She then asked me for my information and said she wanted to report me for having an attitude problem. Honestly, I was pretty peeved at the whole situation, and I wanted to contact support on how I should move forward. Dealing with support. I get on the phone with someone and try to explain to them the situation. They discriminated against me during the order. They tried to pick a fight with me. They're trying to report me for something that I didn't even do and slander my name, and I'm just not having it. After all, the last 2 times this happened, I was on the phone with Heather and Jasmine. Each of them explained to me that if I am discriminated against by the restaurant, they will make sure it is noted and they will provide the payout for the order. With the new pay model, I expected at least some kind of cancellation fee, even if it wasn't the full payout. She then clapped back with the typical, can you do the order anyway spiel. But to be honest, I was annoyed, but I didn't think this was her fault. After all, Justin, Caesar, and others were better about this too. I wasn't going to ask for them specifically because that would be disrespectful to her. So I asked for a supervisor instead. Sarah Brown was the supervisor that was on the phone. She is the director of operations at DeliverThat, which she absolutely made known. She said she was going to look into it and not give me an answer until she did, which the way she said that sounded very corporate, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna actually look into the issue and provide the payout, so you can fuck the hell fell off.
And if you couldn't tell already, yeah, this order couldn't have been completed because I was being discriminated against. They were trying to make sure I wasn't getting paid out. I asked her for email documentation so I could follow up on this later. She said she would not provide it. She'll send it to me later. I received emails from them before and they're full of shit. Unless you're on them about it, they won't send you anything. I also asked to speak with driver experience and she claimed that she couldn't just put me through, even though every other member of that support team has done that before. Also, it's funny how driver experience is never available when they're screwing up. I am so tired of the lies and manipulations. It's also amazing how when I called her out, her true failure personality came out.
I am the director of operations. I will not be told how to do my job.
The hilarious part was she was working at the Center of Marketing and Opinion Research before she onboarded to DeliverThat in 2024, and she was this bad at accepting opinions. I tried calling back, and their strategy from keeping me from talking to somebody was to pick up and hang up on me over and over and over again. That is how I was not able to get in touch with driver experience. I literally hit 1 for live support, connect, and they hung up on me. I did that 12 times, and the last time, I think they just put the phone down or something. I said, hello, is anyone there? And I got no response. And it wasn't like I disconnected. She chose not to connect me. And if she isn't gonna provide me with the proper contact information and the appropriate paper trail for what took place here, I would have to resort to the CEO and John Zinno, the founder of DeliverThat, and send them an email about what took place and handle the other business that I had for the day because I couldn't hold up everything else for them. Driver experience calls back. I then got a call back from Britney Terrell. Yeah, you heard that right. And she heard my side of the story. She basically justified the discrimination, refused to pay me initially, and in fact even threatened to deactivate me for standing up for myself. Which, what? There's no way to justify discrimination. But I'm sure, as you can guess by the last name, nepotism will always find a way to justify discrimination. I also love her commentary about why I'm contacting her about this and why this is so important to me.
If you have a problem with how it works, why don't you just work for another platform?
First of all, this mindset reveals how they are trying to get rid of good drivers on the platform. If they are intentionally causing problems within the back office and forcing them on you, they are trying to get rid of good people trying to do the right thing. That's just factually accurate. Second, do you think people get upset because it isn't important to them? Be honest, if I didn't appreciate the platform for what it is, would I be fighting this hard for my money? Even if it was just a small amount compared to the rest that I've already received? I really think they're just trying to justify scamming people. That said, after 45 minutes of repeating myself over and over on the phone multiple times and explaining the same thing over and over again, I was finally able to get the cancellation fee. And she also explained how it wouldn't be possible every time, which honestly, after what happened with Veho, I wouldn't be surprised if they were trying to pull the same crap. She also said my account was not affected. She had no plans on doing anything to my account. And of course, 1 hour later, I get the notification claiming I'm suspended. And when I called live support again about it, driver experience was unavailable again. And for the rest of the day. How convenient. Honestly, are these guys looking to have worse integrity and character than Doordash? Is that the goal here? That feels like the goal here. At least Doordash could get away with being a company that outsources all their support to the Philippines. And good luck contacting the people in San Francisco. They all decided to be shitty together in Ohio or something. Regardless, this was a real stab in the back, and I will be looking into third-party lawyers to see who can help me with this and take steps accordingly. It is irresponsible to allow these failures the right to believe that they can get away with this without consequence. Because imagine if they could just keep getting away with this crap. Thank God I have other ways to make money in the meantime. I would be even more furious than I am now. I am able to keep composed and think rationally while finding a way to hold these people accountable because I have a diversified gig portfolio, because I have an exit strategy in place. The gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal, not the goal. Seriously, imagine dealing with this nonsense for the rest of your life or even more than a couple of years. That is one of the benefits you will find in the Driven Wyld Discord server. The Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in their self-employment and entrepreneurial journeys. I've partnered with high-level professionals, bringing you some of the most exclusive benefits based on your personal needs as a gig worker. Exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings. More live streams with high-level professionals in our industry. Educational systems designed to help you build your own dispatch company as well as other scalable opportunities. Driven Wyld has also kicked off its Build Your Own Delivery Service Provider course, and we are changing the game and transforming how businesses serve customers and how gig workers get more opportunities outside of the scumbags that DeliverThat. So whether you're a gig worker looking for more opportunities to earn or an exit strategy because the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal and not the goal, and you would like to see something with more growth potential and scalability, there is something here for you. Check the link in the description to get started with making the most amount of money in the least amount of time and in the safest possible way. We are excited and looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.
Rise up, shake off that 9-to-5 rust. In this wild world of hustle we trust. Break them all, leave them all in dust. Driven was the only wave of must.